Hello from Bali, near, wide, far, wherever you find yourself. I have been holding on to this message that I've been, to be honest, procrastinating on. And this is something that I feel is so imperative to remind ourselves as we move through life, and especially as we navigate all these different energies and things going on in the world. And this is the idea that our mental health is something that we can manage or that we can put off. And I think that a long time ago, the idea of mental health was that we're only really going to be aware of it if we knew we were struggling. But what I'm seeing so much more in the world these days is that people are riding a certain level of anxiety for quite a long period of time. And the reason that I feel that there's this epidemic of many people who, even when we step into an area of our life that is exciting or flowing or something's going well, there is still, after the last few years, this underlying, when is the other shoe going to drop? And I feel it all the time when I work with clients. And I am still teaching yoga online. As some of you know, there's a class that you can actually buy and join from my recent Hatha series. But more and more, I'm being asked to guide people in terms of intuitive guidance sessions and astrology sessions and working with their work to really help them excavate what is working for you and what is holding you back. And this, for me, is probably the most fascinating question in my life at this point, because I personally traverse this territory all the time. And as someone that I think carries a lot of different roles and wears a lot of different hats and has a very kind of steady foundation in a lot of ways in terms of not dropping any balls. But that doesn't always mean that I'm doing the best that I could, or I'm doing the way that I actually want to be doing. And this is where I invite you to, if you're listening to this, if you've heard me speak before, if you want to take a minute to hear this message, it's to kind of take an internal check and really be honest with yourself is in terms of your happiness. And what I see a lot of people kind of carrying and trying to move through and get through is areas relating to their stress or their health that they're putting off, things relating to your financial well-being that's causing you a lot of stress, relationship issues, and just this general feeling of safety. And this general feeling of safety is actually something I've spent pretty much the last year diving into myself. And it has nothing necessarily to do with stress management or getting on my mat because I feel I should stretch my lower back out. It has everything to do with sourcing this different part of my well-being and my existence that can sustain a knowing that I am okay, that I am supported, that I am loved, that I am worthy of experiencing a life that is bringing me all the tools that I'm going to need as I move through it, versus that we are living in a very kind of unfamiliar, unstable time that I feel is really pumped in the media. It's really pumped that, from weather to the economy to politics. And it's just really important that we do a little bit of internal investigation to notice how those narratives are actually affecting us, right? And so my invitation for sharing this video is that you don't need to be suffering, struggling, or at rock bottom to have some help to say, you know what, this has been on the back of my mind for a little while. And by all means, I recognized over the years of my own growth that some of my biggest moments of strength have been when I actually step into a place of asking for help, or I get the support that I know I've been putting off, right? And these are pivotal moments because you're saying, I believe in myself, and life could be a bit of a better experience than what I'm currently feeling. And so I just wanted to share that, because saying that you might need some support, or you want to have a session, or you might want to go into some type of healing modality, whatever that looks like, does not mean that you need to be struggling or suffering to say, I kind of want more from my life. And just a reminder that, as everything changes and, now we're flowing into March, we are still all at the helm of how we're doing in this one glorious life that we are doing our very best to live well and fully. And if you do find yourself resonating with this message, know that there is no shame, no judgment in saying, you know what, I'd actually like to be doing a bit better. So I just wanted to send this out to anybody who might be experiencing a private struggle or something that they're carrying that they might not be sharing openly. And this is actually one of the biggest things that I think really does our heart and our soul a big disservice, is to feel that we have to move through life alone. So just want to send this little shout out. There is going to be a couple more yoga classes coming your way in the next couple of weeks that you can purchase and keep. But sending so much love from Bali, and I'm hoping everybody moves through this month with all the shifts, astrological shifts, and really just makes the changes that I feel you're going to be invited to move into. Much love from Bali.